No.
Y'all ready?
Time it is.
Let's go.
Blazing takes.
Yeah.
I just gotta have my blazing
I know what this is.
Blazing takes.
Blazing,
If you get offended,
So,
great. Blazing
y'all here because y'all want the
blazing
real.
takes.
And
I just
you
gotta
know I'm
have
gonna
my
get that
blazing
real.
takes.
But enough with all that.
Blazing takes.
Blaze.
Blazing takes.
start the show,
Blazing
man.
takes.
What's up, good people? What it is, what it do, what it look like. This is Rick Blaze with another episode of Rick's Blazing Takes, where I give you the ins and the outs, the happenings, what's going on in the sim world. Today's episode, we're going to talk about home field advantage. Is it really a home field advantage as a player or as a coach to play or coach in your hometown? How much of an advantage is there any, or is it a disadvantage to play or to coach in your home city? As the recruiting process is underway at SimWorld, as coaches are getting signed and coaches are recruiting players are leaving, going, being recruited, X, Y, and Z. A few players and a few coaches have the privilege or maybe the curse of playing or coaching in their home state or sometimes even their home city. So we want to talk about, is that an advantage for a coach? Is that a disadvantage? I feel it's a double-edged sword, personally. I feel like it depends on the player, it depends on the person, or it depends on the coach, right? Some people can thrive under that home field, being at home, knowing where everything is, knowing who everybody is, having your family, having your friends to support you. Some people can thrive in those situations, especially if they spent a lot of their time away from home already. To come back home to play and to thrive can be a really good thing. We've seen it done in a lot of ways. We've seen it done with LeBron James when we came back to Cleveland the second time and won them a championship. You know, he left Cleveland, learned how to win, came back and brought that winning attitude to Cleveland. And Cleveland was a dumpster fire before he got there. Let's not act like Cleveland was winning before he came. So that's an example. Most recently in the football world, the San Francisco 49ers just traded for Christian McCaffrey, right? So he's back in California. I'm not sure if he's actually born in San Francisco, but he's back in this home state. So we're going to see how that pans out. And a lot of other examples, right? For some people, being at home is a hindrance. I remember when Ron Artest first got drafted, Metal World Peace, or whatever you guys know him as. He had an entourage of about 100 people, family, friends. I mean, that was part of his daily entourage. So sometimes being at home and being in that environment from home is not a good thing. It doesn't help you focus. It actually gets you off of task. James Harden was, the guy that, he made Houston his home, and, his antics, or not his antics, but his extracurricular activities outside of, well, basically, James Harden is one of those players who had a home in every city. If the city had a strip club, he was home. His home was whoever had the best strip clubs. So I already knew whenever James Harden had to go to Atlanta and play, I didn't expect a big game from James Harden because I knew he was in the strip clubs the night before. Now he might, I knew he might have scored 20 on the NBA court, but he was going to score 45 in the strip club that night. His biggest numbers was going to be in the strip club that night. So for some players and for some coaches, I think it's like old folks going to the bathroom. It all depends. It really just all depends. For some players, the advantages of playing home. We have a few SimWorld coaches who's playing at home, who's going home to play, right? We have some players that's playing in their home. A lot of players play in their home city and state. And some players, like a Tyson Simpson, leaves his home state or home country and goes and plays elsewhere place. You guys, tell me what you think. These coaches in SimWorld, the Buddies and the Ballardis and the Myrons, and what are there any advantages playing in your home city or state? And or if there are not, what are some disadvantages? Talk about it in Discord from the player's perspective, from the coach's perspective. I want to know your thoughts. Till next time, Rick Blaze, we out. Peace. Oh, and go Astros. Let's wrap it up tonight, baby.
I know what this is.
Blazing takes.
If you get offended,
So great.
y'all here because y'all want the real. And you know I'm gonna get that real. But enough with all that.